Hey Taurus, welcome to Sacred Tarot 434, where we honor spirit, ourselves, and our ancestors while navigating our earth journey together. My name is Bree, and I'm honored to bring you messages from spirit through clairvoyance, clairaudience, and clairsentience. I read tarot and oracle intuitively and traditionally, and these are your timeless messages. So first, I want to get a brief overview of how you guys have been doing, and just see a past, present, and future energy for you all. Let me get one card about Taurus recent past. What's the recent past for the Taurus has been? That's two cards. Let me get one card about Taurus's recent past. Suffering in silence. The Tauruses have been suffering in silence, but one good thing about this card is that it is a number 9, meaning that we're closing out cycles. So that is very, very good, very interesting. What is the current energy? Current energy of the Taurus. Current energy is intuition, High Priestess. Sorry. And what is the future energy coming up for the Tauruses? What's future energy for the Tauruses? Future energy is balance. The balance card. So justice. And the overall energy, or the back of the deck energy, however you want to call it, is financial and material changes. All right, Tauruses, let's go ahead and dive deep into this, and let's just analyze what we've got going on here, okay? So the past energy that you have, like we said before, is suffering in silence. It's a card of emotional turmoil, a little bit emotional, but also very mental, okay? So the suffering in silence, to me, when I see this, I see someone who other people wouldn't necessarily look at them as someone who is down bad right now, okay? No one would look at you and think that you're down bad, but that's part of the facade that you've kind of been putting up, okay? So Tauruses have, in the past, the recent past, you haven't been living truly in an authentic way. You've been trying to make it seem like you are more put together than you actually are, because in your head, you feel like you either aren't accomplishing what you want to accomplish, or you're having some self-love issues at this time. Either way, you've been suffering in silence and you haven't really been trying to reach out to anyone for help, okay? Just kind of in a fake it till you make it type of phase. So right now, because you're suffering in silence and you seem like you're kind of in the hermit energy where you're not really reaching out to other people, this could be increasing your intuition, okay? So it might have been something that started off negative but ended up working in your favor, Taurus. So right now, sorry, I thought that was two cards. So right now you're in this space of higher understanding. You're in a space where you're trusting your intuition. You're leaning on your intuition. You are analyzing things and people and situations from a different perspective. You are leaning more into what you feel rather than what you know. So this is a card that doesn't exactly use logic, but it uses intuition. It uses that inner knowing, okay? And then you could also, this could also be representing a spiritual ascension that you may be having, or an awakening that you may be having. Then we move into the balance card. So this card reminds me a lot of justice, a lot of, well, not the justice card per se, but it reminds me of just being able to have a harmony, like an inner harmony. So these are two major arcana cards, which means we're working a lot on self-development at this time and in the near future. I encourage you all to look at your routines, your daily routines, and make sure that you are not biting off more than you can chew. Make sure that you are in a place where you can balance multiple responsibilities at one time without being overwhelmed or becoming overwhelmed. And your overall energy of the financial and material changes, this is a card of movement. This is a card of progress, okay? So you might be in a situation where your money got a little funny, or you're making ends meet but you don't have enough money to play with, or you're just looking for that next level of abundance. And I'm here to tell you that that should be coming in sometime soon. There are financial and material changes coming to you. So there could be a move, could be a upgrade on a house, it could be an upgrade on a car, this could be better clothes if you want a new wardrobe, this could be financial increase through your regular job, this could be you starting a side hustle, this could just be an influx of unexpected money, there could be gifts coming to you, okay? So that is a card of positive change. All right, so now we're going to dive a little bit deeper. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into your world, Taurus, with the Modern Witch Tarot. What energy are the Tauruses in? Or actually, can we clarify this spread? Can we get more information on suffering and silence? Okay, so the clarification for the suffering and silence card is right here. You have a lot of responsibilities right now, Taurus. Well, not necessarily right now, but in the past, the recent past, you had a lot that you were responsible for. This Two of Pentacles is someone who is trying to do a balancing act, okay? This is someone who has literally something to do every hour of the day. And you could have been in this space where you kind of bit off more than you could chew, like we were talking about earlier, and you didn't really want to let anyone on to the idea that you might not be able to handle your responsibility. So you just suffered in silence until you got the goal accomplished, okay? And then can we have clarification on the intuition? Two of Swords, or Ten of Swords. Okay, so Taurus is right now you could be going through a trial, like a very you could be feeling very mentally exhausted, and that's why you're done overthinking. You decided, okay, overthinking is not for me. I'm just going to lean on my intuition. I'm going to do what feels right. If you haven't transitioned into this high priestess type of energy, I'm encouraging you to not look at all the things that are going wrong, but instead clear your mind and trust your intuition, okay? Stop overthinking situations and just allow yourself to be and feel. Then we want clarification on the balance card. Clarification on balance. Can we have clarification on balance? Page of Cups. So we're balancing emotions. We're balancing our emotions and our emotional desires for things, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and read this card to you guys, the Page of Cups. What's that? A surprising little fish poking its head from her cup? Something or someone unexpected is coming your way, and it's going to affect your emotions pretty wildly. Maybe you've been hit by a wave of inspiration, or you've stumbled upon a brand new friend. Whatever it is, it's a tidal wave of feelings. Don't be afraid to just wade right in, okay? So Spirit could be bringing you a new friend, a new partner, a new partner in crime, just somebody, maybe even a mentor, someone that can help you manage your emotions, someone that you can learn from in an emotional way, someone who has not necessarily the perfect life or everything under control, but they at least have their emotions under control. They're not so easily swayed by outside influences, okay? So you could learn something from this person in the emotional realm. That'll help you learn how to balance your life a little bit better, okay? So what other energy are the Tauruses experiencing? Four of Cups. Tauruses, you guys are kind of down, not down bad, but you're in an ungrateful energy right now, Tauruses. Okay, so I don't know what may be going wrong in your world, but something that's playing with your emotions. Okay, this girl, she has her over it sweatshirt on. She's not pleased about these 3 cups that have been presented to her, so she's just kind of staring at them, begrudging them. But Spirit is here to offer you something else. So it makes me feel like you're thinking, I don't want another friend, I don't want another person, because maybe someone disappointed you, or maybe someone that you thought you could trust betrayed your trust. So now you're sitting here like, I don't want another offer, I don't want another person. Like, people always leave, or whatever it is that you may be feeling. I encourage you to stop being in this ungrateful energy and look to Spirit for that guidance and get that other cup, because you never know what's going to be in the next cup. Okay, it's not a great idea to begrudge Spirit and to be ungrateful for opportunities, because we never know what those opportunities are really going to entail, and you could be blocking your blessings. Okay, what else? What other energy? We have the Hermit. We have the Hermit, and this actually came out in reverse. So you also might be ignoring a time period where I don't think you're ignoring it. I think that you, Taurus, you may have been in the past, like not the recent past per se, but you could have already experienced a situation where you had to spend a lot of time by yourself. Okay, you had to spend a lot of time by yourself, and you might be used to spending a lot of time by yourself, but I don't think that when you are alone, you're utilizing that time in the best way to help you be able to move forward in the future. Okay, the Hermit energy is not just about being alone and sulking and whatever. It's about being alone and taking stock, taking note of what it is that you've been through, where it is you're trying to go, how you can get there, and what you have learned along the way. Okay, the Hermit energy is an energy of self-reflection. It does nothing for you to just self-isolate if you're not going to be working on yourself when you do it. Okay, so some of you might be fighting that energy right now to just retreat away from everything and everyone. What other energy that the Taurus is in right now? Nine of Swords. Tauruses, you have a lot of mental anguish going on. I think you guys are overthinking a lot of things. The Nine of Swords, it's like despair. You're not quite 10 of Swords, but you're definitely feeling it. Okay, you're up at night. This could be a card of insomnia. This could be just restlessness. So I encourage you, Taurus, to journal when you can't sleep, to journal. When you feel things intensely, to journal, and just release some of this mental anguish, because we can only control what we can control, right? So maybe you should also look up the Serenity Prayer, because I think it's time that you understand that you literally don't have control over everything. All you have control over is yourself. So don't allow yourself to deteriorate by overthinking your problems. Okay, what else do the Tauruses have going on? We have 10 of Wands. So you are really headed somewhere. You're heading somewhere, but you're trying to take all this extra baggage with you when you go. This is only going to make your journey harder. Okay, it's time to release things from the past, things that are no longer serving you. Old ideas, old projects, old passions, and just try to figure out what is currently for you. Okay, going back to this energy, it's time to figure out what is for you in this season. Don't worry about what was for you in the other seasons, what didn't work in the other seasons. We need to be focused on forward progress, and you can't make forward progress carrying all this baggage from the past. What else is going on with the Taurus? Taurus, I feel like you're in a serious transitional phase right now. Sorry, this wasn't supposed to come out. Two of Wands, yeah. You're in a transitional season, Taurus. You're trying to decide between where you've been and where you want to go, who you were before and who you're trying to be now. You have two options, okay? One is to stay exactly where you are. The other is to make progress forward. Granted, you don't know what's on the other side, meaning you don't know where this is exactly going to take you, but you do know that you're kind of over where you are. Like, her back is turned completely to this wand, and she's holding this one, looking out. It seems like she could be planning something in her phone, but she hasn't quite made that decision yet, okay? But it's time to decide. It's time to decide. Last card for where Tauruses currently are in their journey. Temperance. Temperance. While you're figuring it out, it's important to have patience with yourself and with spirit, okay? If God is never going to give us more than we can bear, then that means he's never going to give us more than we are ready for, okay? So if you are finding yourself stagnant, it's important to consider that it might be divine timing. It might not be time for you to make these big steps yet, okay? And overthinking it is not going to help you get anywhere. It's just going to prolong the agony that you feel while you're waiting. So I think that it's time to transmute some of this mental anguish that you're having into some manifestations for the future, okay? While you wait, plan it out. Plan out what it is that you want. Do a vision board. It's never too late to do a vision board. But just get honest with yourself about where it is that you're trying to go, and be patient and allow divine timing and the wheel of fortune to catch up to you, okay? Allow God to do God, all right? So let's see what Spirit needs you to know right now. Oh, that was quick. Perseverance. 7 of discs. You have plans. You have big plans. There are a lot of things that you want to accomplish in this next phase of your life, and it requires money. It requires diligence. It requires perseverance and discipline, all right? This is something that you want to achieve in the financial realm. It may be in your career. Maybe there's a promotion that you're going for, or another certification that you're trying to meet. Either way, you need to understand that everything moves in God's divine timing, okay? Stressing yourself out about it along the way is only going to burn you out. It doesn't help you get to where you're going any faster, all right? So make sure that you're still working on your chakras, making sure that all your chakras are open and in alignment, all right, and that you're honoring yourself. I feel like you need to pray more, meditate more, ground yourself a little bit more, all right, and just focus on getting in your best mental and spiritual shape. What else do you need to know? 7 of Swords. Not everything that glitters is gold, okay, Taurus? Not everything that's glittering is gold. Excuse me. It's important that you look at what it is that's stressing you out, okay? Look at what it is that's stressing you out, and also analyze all the opportunities that are coming towards you, because the way that your brain is set up right now, you could be tricking yourself into thinking that something is for you when it's not, in the same way that you could be tricking yourself into thinking that something is not for you when it is. I think it's time to just take a step back and use your intuition to help you figure out what is for you and what isn't for you, because your mind is deceiving you at this time. What else do Tauruses need to know? And then we have the Empress. The Empress. It's important to remember that you are divine feminine, okay? You are divine feminine. You're walking in that energy. The Empress means that anything that you want is a possibility for you to obtain it, okay? It's just that you need to be in a different headspace in order to do it, okay? You need to really believe in your own power. You need to believe that you deserve what it is that you're going for, that you are prepared for what it is that you're going for, that your purpose is your purpose. Some of you could be getting pregnant soon. Some of you could be pregnant now. Some of you could be birthing new ideas and new projects into the world. If some of you are engineers or teachers or whatever the case may be, you're in a position to really guide the next generation, to guide people that are around you. So you have to take that seriously and understand who you really are and the power that you really possess, okay? So that being said, Taurus, I want us to find out what goddess is with you at this time. What goddess is walking with the Taurus? What goddess is walking with Taurus right now? Just one card, please, Spirit. What goddess is walking with Taurus? Because it's easy to feel like you're alone. It's very easy to feel like you're alone, especially when you're fighting that hermit energy. But I want you to know that you're not alone. Okay, so you have the goddess Queen Mother Nanny, and she is the goddess of liberation. All right, let's look at her for a second. She's in the fields, okay? She has people that are watching her, but she's prepared, okay? She has people that's watching her, but she's prepared. She's resting in her power. She knows who she is. These people are either watching out for her or they're preying on her, but either way, she is unfazed. She holds her dagger in her hand. She has her horn, okay? And she's ready. She is ready. So I want to read this to you. The goddess of liberation comes from Jamaica, the Queen Temple, and the fire element. Queen Mother Nanny of the Maroons was a spiritual leader, a military strategist, and a revolutionary. This Ashanti healer was brought to Jamaica in chains and escaped to lead rebellions. Nanny helped to free over 800 enslaved people. You hear that? The leader of generations. Okay, that's the energy that is walking beside you. Break free. Your dreams hold the power and the keys to your liberation. You are freedom herself. Rise up. You deserve to feel free. What do you imagine for yourself? Daring to manifest your dreams is a part of personal liberation. Find your own personal liberation codes in your soul's unspoken desires. Life is too short to live with someone else's story. Divine blessings and magic are on your side. Enjoying your freedom fully is the best gift to your ancestors. And your declaration is, my dreams empower me. Okay, your dreams empower you. Don't allow your dreams to bring you stress. Don't allow yourself to think that you aren't deserving of your dreams. Okay, let all that mental anguish go and really trust your intuition to lead you to the right manifestations. Now, what self-care advice do we have for the Taurus? Just one card, Spirit. What self-care advice do we have for Taurus today? So we have growth. Yes, Taurus, you are on your growth journey, okay? Evolution starts when you leave your comfort zone. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You're not going to always know the answers, Taurus, but that's okay. Because as long as you're trusting your intuition, you're trusting divine timing, and you're trusting in your manifestations, the only way to go is up. Okay, the only way to go is up. The only thing you're going to do is flourish. Don't box yourself in. Allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to surpass what you could dream for yourself. Okay, all right, so that's been your timeless message, Taurus. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.